One day after getting caught cursing out the EU, yes, dropping the F-bomb, America's top diplomat for Europe facing the media. First, here's another look at what Assistant Secretary of State Victoria Nuland got caught telling another U.S. diplomat on the phone.
That would be great, I think, to help glue this thing and have the UN help glue it. And, you know, the EU.
And here's what she told reporters today.
I'm obviously not going to comment on private diplomatic conversations, other than to say it was pretty impressive tradecraft. The audio was extremely clear.
Since yesterday, the State Department implying Russia was behind the leaked phone call. Charles Krauthammer, the author of the best-selling book, Things That Matter. If you don't have it, get it. He joins us. Nice to see you, Charles.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so Victoria Nuland using the F word, and I think probably a lot of people were saying, you know, go Victoria a little bit on it. Now saying very coyly that Russians have good tradecraft in leaking it.
I thought she handled that extremely well, and I think as a general proposition, her disdain, shall we say, for the Europeans on foreign affairs is absolutely warranted. They really haven't pulled their weight since the Berlin airlift, so there's nothing new here. She's talking about the tug of war between Russia and the West over the fate of Ukraine, which is a very big deal. And the Europeans have been feckless at best. This is a great opportunity to stop the ambitions of Russia and Putin to reconstruct the old Soviet empire, and they are dragging their feet. So she may not have used the right word, but she certainly had the right idea.
So you're Team Victoria?
Absolutely.
All right, let me talk about the Obama administration. President hitting the road and bad numbers. Your thought about how the president is doing?
There's a kind of weariness. You saw it in the New Yorker interview with David Remnick. I think the president had a sense that he is not going to be what he thought he was. He can see his legacy slipping away. Look, he said in 2008 that Reagan was historically consequential in a way that a Clinton was not. The ambition of Obama was to be the Reagan of the left, to change the ideological trajectory of America. And he was extremely ambitious in that way. And if you look at the things he's tried to do, he struck out with cap and trade as a way to get control of the energy economy. He didn't accomplish much with education, which was another one of his ideals. He's not going to get the preschool education, the universal that he wanted. Well, the one thing he got was health care. That was the one thing that history would remember him for. And it is falling apart around him, and he can see it.
Does he? I mean, are you saying he's lost the enthusiasm? He's almost like given up? Is that what you're suggesting?
He can see that having lost control of the Congress and having no prospect of regaining control and losing the trust of Americans, his numbers are low. You can succeed against a hostile Congress if the people are with you. Reagan did that. That there's nothing large that he can accomplish. And he's always seen himself as large, be remembered historically, not just because obviously he was the first African American, but because he changed the ideological direction of America the way Reagan did. That he's not going to achieve. He got a stimulus, and he got Obamacare.
So what's his achievement?
The one thing that would have been a monument would have been Obamacare. That is a road to nationalizing health care, which is what he wanted. But he can see it falling apart around him. And there is not a single Democrat of any stature supporting it right now. He can see it slipping away. And if that slips away, then his presidency is a ruin. And I think he sort of has a sense of that, trying to recapture it, but not seeing a way in which he can. And I don't think there is a way in which he can. He's not going to recapture the Congress. He'll probably lose the Senate, and then he will truly be a lame duck.
Charles, always nice to see you. Books on the bestseller list. I just want to tell the viewers again, once again, great book. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you
for
very
joining
much.
us.